Yeah. Yeah. Good day.
This was a great day. What's the term? Going light, come out heavy?
Going light, coming heavy.
2 of them.
Got one, huh?
There's the other.
There's the other one. I'm surprised they didn't walk right into the vehicle. It's sitting right there in front of it. It's got a good tail. It's a beautiful tail. Alright, turkey's in the pack. Check out this pack, everybody. I think we've seen it a few times. Just got one out and got one in. It's looking good on you, bro.
Feels great.
The Huntit pack actually carries really well. Hey folks, John here from Northwest Sport Chasers, and today we're going to do an unboxing video of the new Huntit turkey vest. Alright, so we went over this vest in the past and we looked at it, but from what I've been told, they did some good product changes. We made some suggestions, so let's do an unboxing, and this is a different color. So this is the Huntit HVO2 turkey vest. Let's take a peek. I'll do my best not to cut my arm. Tom's back there behind the camera, so he knows what I mean when I say I'll try not to cut my arm. Alright. Here we go. Wow, yep, this is the new green color. Totally different than the last one. Classic packaging, nothing unique or different. Just well sealed up. Alright, first impressions. I can see changes they made already for sure. In a long time, what do you think about the color?
I like the color.
You like the color? It's different. And we'll compare it to the...
It looks a little jungle-ish.
It's definitely jungle-ish. I mean, it depends on where you are. If you're down in Florida, you might like this a lot.
Good Florida vest.
You never know. And it depends on what you're wearing for gear too. I mean, it works with green. I'm wearing green. Alright, first impressions off the bat. Again, the stitching is great. I can see some nice changes that they made here. They definitely shortened the pack quite a bit. Oh, check that out. Didn't expect that. N.S.C series. They did tell me they were going to put some stitching on it. Northwest Sport Chaser series. How nice. Alright, I guess they better do the changes I want in the future then. If we're going to do that. Alright, one of the first things I've noticed here is that they have definitely added different padding to the inside of the back of it. So they cut a good air channel down the middle like we suggested. They added pads here, so that's fantastic. It looks good. Stitching, again, is pretty darn good. I don't see any major issues with that. I see they added some pieces down the front shoulders on both sides. They did shorten these, and they gave a lot more room to make it smaller for us slightly smaller guys. So I think this is going to fit way better overall. Pockets are basically the same pockets that they had last time we looked at this vest. I'm not sure if there's any new ones in it, but we'll go through them all and see what's going on in here. Stitching again is good, like I said. What else is a big change? Ah, in the back. Oh, the pad, seat pad right away. Catching that. Alright, they put a really nice heavy duty gauge material on the bottom that's plasticized and looks really durable, like some of the more high-end packs I've seen and used. And this padding is way thicker than it was before. It's a good density foam from what I can tell. I think this is going to hold up really well for a long sit, and that's fantastic. And they're still using the 3 power magnets here, 3 in the back. That's superior to almost every pack that's out there. When you bring that up and click it in, this thing, I mean, you really would have to be running hard. I still don't think it would fall off. It's a lot to pull it off. So fantastic on them for doing this and adding the extra seat cushion, and it's still lightweight. Well, we'll talk more later on about some other things I've looked at. But right off the top of my head, let's open this up. Did they do the biggest thing to me that matters? And that was add a water bladder. And it looks like they did from what I can see. Yep, here's a water bladder pocket. Fantastic. And it's a huge pocket. I mean, it's huge. Any 2-liter pouch will fit down in there, and you got room on both sides for a lot more. I don't know if you want to look in there or not and see that, but it's really deep. They added 2 catches on it inside as well. And there's also a piece right here. Yep, so you can take your straw and bring it up and out and through and down one shoulder or down the other shoulder, depending on how you want to wear it. So you can easily secure it. Ton of room down inside this thing for all kinds of storage as well. So there's one big addition. I don't remember if you do or not, but there wasn't 2 pockets in the back of this last year either. That's new. So in the game bag, the blood bag is good. No issues with that. Very well protected. This extra pocket on the back I think is fantastic. A real smart idea. Lots of room in there. No problems. I love these 2 big pockets in the back, and I got a feeling one of these would be a fantastic place to store a bino. And then lots of other gear on the side on top of the extra pocket in here. So kudos to them for that. Great job. What else do we have? Biggest change to me though is that water bladder. The ability to hook this up easy. We still got the big Nalgene size, and I mean they're definitely Nalgene size. A lot of them just aren't and don't hold up well. These are stout pockets. They're deep, they're wide. You can cinch them up as needed. You can easily put a large Nalgene bottle on both sides if you wanted to and do a straw system if you like drinking that way. I've seen people do that. Scott that we went out with the last year, he had his hooked up that way, and a lot of other guys did too. Pretty smart. Let's get the sharp knife over here. What else? Got the D-rings still. Really important as far as I'm concerned. Great adjustability in the back. No problem with that. You got clips if you want to keep your seat pocket or your seat hooked up ahead of time. Once you get a bird and you stuff them in the back, you can hook it up and not have to worry about things flapping around. Easily fit 2 full birds in here, not a problem whatsoever. Having done it with other packs, I can see there's room for it. Still got the clip in the front for here. That's great. You got great adjustability on the side, both sides, so you can cinch it up nice and tight. It's got the right length to start out with for anyone. I'm 5'7", and this is going to fit great. And then for bigger guys, this is going to definitely adjust down and get longer without any issue. Nice wide shoulder straps. No problem there. Good clips. Good zippers everywhere. Let's see the top pocket. You got some shell holders on the outside, to each their own. They're there. Nice pocket on the inside. Multiple shell layers on the inside as well here. No problem with that. Then you got another big pocket. And these are those, yep, resealable zippers. If they come undone, you have an issue, rezip them. Nice deep pocket in here on the front chest. And then you have box call pocket with the extra piece inside for those who like to slip their top and bottom side of the holder. And then if you're using one, some guys will use these instead of a rubber band, they'll slip it in that way so that the top is going to go in the back here and it can't strike it and make any noise. So that's in there. What I do notice pretty much right away is that this is a shorter pocket. So could you fit a bigger call in? Here's the Meat Eater Phelps one. Could you do it? Let's take a peek. I think you're going to be able to get it in, but it's going to be a little long. Yeah, it's a little longer than it would be for a larger size. I think you could still do it and maybe attach something different. We'll look at that later on. But the smaller size call is going to fit in there without any issues whatsoever. Longer ones, most people will go with a holster on the side of their pants hanging off their belt. So that's something to take note of. If you use a long box call or a longer call, you're probably going to want to use a holster. Alright, down on the bottom on this side, another front pocket with netting. I'm not big on netting personally, but I understand it's good in some areas more than others. If you got your gloves damp, you want to throw them in there and let them dry, they're going to dry and not mold up on you. And if you left them overnight and forgot about them, again, they're going to aerate, and that's really good. Inside that pocket, we have another full-size net. And then down below, another big pocket here as well. Is that everything? No, we got a big one on the front. So really deep inside here, you got a huge space, the entire side of this. And then what I do see down in here as well is if you're using pot calls, there's 3 striker holders down inside of this pocket. So there's your striker holders. They're at an angle coming up, which is nice, because if you zip them in there and you need to grab them, they're going to come out real easy. So smart for them to put them on the right angle, heading up and towards you. And that's everything on that side. Over here, some small pockets for those who like to stick their mouth calls in here. I think you got 4 nice mouth call pockets that are going to hold them pretty easily. And then definitely got 2 more. This one's kind of a odd squarish shape, but it's not going to make a difference. What I would say is that if you're using these kind of calls, you're not going to be using the bigger ones. It's going to be the medium to smaller frame size. But they're nicely insulated and they stick out far enough for a good thick call, no problem there at all. So strikers on that side, you throw your calls over here. Again, some more net pockets, to each their own, whatever you want to use them for. I think this would be a great cell phone pocket or whatever you want to put in it. Inside you got 1 big giant pocket, goes way down and deep. So that looks really well done. I don't see any poor stitching or issues going on anywhere. Nothing obvious. Of course, it takes time with a pack before you're going to know for sure. But overall, I think it's a well-designed pack. Yeah, it's got a hand holder in it. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to weigh this pack as well. I'm going to compare it to I know what my pack weighs. And I can tell you right now, this pack is at least almost 2 pounds lighter than my pack in general. Good or bad, you only know over time. But I can tell you, it's pretty stout. I don't think you're going to have any issues with it. Anything you want to think of, Tom, that you see that I might be missing?
No, I think you covered it all really well.
Yeah, so this is the Huntit pack, HVO2 turkey vest. You can find them on numerous websites. I think primarily
Instagram and Amazon.
Amazon for sure. They're definitely on Amazon, and they have an Instagram channel. If you just put in Huntit, it'll pop right up. And they're in there. They make a lot of different packs, we're starting to see. And one thing that's kind of nice is these guys did reach out to me. It's not like I was soliciting for anything. And a lot of you know, we run the veterans camp all the time. And they happened to notice one of the videos that I put out last year or the year before from the camp that we did. And they actually connected with me and they're like, hey, we saw that you were running a turkey camp for veterans. So we'd like to give out some packs for the hunters that are coming in. I didn't ask. That was just them volunteering. So they reached out to give packs to everybody that we're bringing in for hunters to the camp. So kudos to them on that, just for being nice and reaching out. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to load up one of the packs. I'll load it up as if I'm getting ready to go hunting, and we'll see how it loads and how it carries. More to come on that. All right, folks, we're back, and this is last year's color, but I took this pack and I loaded it up with everything that I would normally have in my pack. Obviously, that's going to be different for everybody, but let's go ahead and do a pack dump. Not only will I show you what I keep with me, but at the same time, we can see that it all fits. So, I adjusted this to me, and this is with pretty much my spring weight on. Again, this works fantastic. It's not coming off. You could run up the hill with this on, no issues. Drop it when you need it. What I always do is I just kind of kick it, grab it, and it locks right back up. Ah.
There's the sweet spot.
Well, that's the truth. Every pack is different, but I'm used to grabbing my other one and just throwing it, and it hits a lot lower. But this is sitting up nice, kind of like where I like packs to sit. And I don't think I've had a pack that actually fits as nice as this does for me being 5'7". All right, the weight on this pack was right below 3 pounds, about 2 point something. My other pack and other packs that I've run typically weigh at least 2 pounds more than that, on the average closer to 5. So this is a very lightweight pack that still seems to be very durable in its design. No pack is perfect, that's without a doubt, but once I get this figured out, that's exactly where it is, and that's what it is. Yeah, I'm not lifting it up high enough. I'm used to mine being lower. All right, so let's break it down. I like that I can put a knife on here. That's really handy. I can definitely put my S-hook on because most of the time I'm walking around and I'll throw my camera on like that while I'm hiking with my gun on the other side. Let's just see how well that fits real quick. So I want to see everything that's I would normally have. Yeah, no issues at all. Fits good, feels good. I can still get to my water as needed. So that works good. Although I won't be running the 12 gauge this year. But we will be running Salt Creek Custom for sure, because these guys make some fantastic ammunition. And I got quite a bit of ammo in the mail. You see that, Tom?
Oh yeah.
You see what that is? What ammo are we running this year?
We are gonna both be running 28 gauge.
28 gauge, baby. Salt Creek Custom. We got it hooked up. So I have at least 5 different shot shell sizes. But what I'm holding right here is a 28, 2 3/4, 1 1/4 ounce number 9s, 28 gauge. So the gun is yet to be seen. I did pick it up the other day finally. After living in Washington, it took forever to get the gun to be allowed to be in my hands again. That's another story. You all know what I'm talking about. But Salt Creek put together some great ammunition, 4 different ones. We're going to use 4 different loads and see just what they do on paper. So more to come on that. These guys are great. And they also supplied our veterans last time at our camp, right, Tom?
Yes, they did.
That was so generous to them, and on top of that, they're doing it again this year. So super kudos to them. Can't thank you guys enough. Salt Creek Custom, look them up if you want your best shot. And, you know, it's up to you. All right, let's dump the pack and see what all we have in here. Start on this side for me. Tape for measuring beards. Spur gauge, and if you're going to really measure spurs properly, this is the way to do it. Digital scale so I can weigh what kind of bird we have. So that's what's going in my first pocket. I don't use strikers. I do use box calls. Primarily, I'm a mouth call guy. Over here for me, let the box go down. On this side, spare batteries, and I usually have lots of spare batteries, but they'll fit in here nicely. Then I have tons of lens wipes as needed for all the camera gear and equipment. Alright, so that pocket's done. Down on the lower side, I can't remember if I even put anything in here. No, not even using it. No problem there. Let's go. Okay, well, here's the water. We'll get to the water later though. Let's open this up. What do we throw on the inside? Binos in here, no problem. I have to get used to that, but it seems pretty simple to do it normally. Alright, so what I'm running is Vortex, and I'm doing the 10x32s. I think they're fantastic. And it sounds like we got some rain coming in.
Oh yeah.
Let's keep rolling.
Out a little coughing session.
Alright, on this side, Crow Call, loud noisemaker. Limb hanger totes for fantastic totes. Look him up on Instagram. He does a great job too. Obviously these have been pretty bloody, but America looking good. What else? Idaho tag. Yeah, little trumpet call from my buddy Bruce. Some snake skin on that sucker. It's kind of sexy. Bruce makes a good call. Bruce Whalen. Shells. Last year I was running the 12 gauge by Salt Creek, 2 3/4 number 9s. 2 3/4 is more than sufficient with number 9 TSS. I'll tell you what, this thing did a great pattern. I love the shell. It's phenomenal on a 12 gauge. You don't need a 3-inch. You definitely don't need a 3.5 inch. So, great shells. I usually keep 3 in my pack, the rest in my gun. On this side, what else are we running in here? Oh, yep, my saw. Super nice. Simple saw by Primos. This thing is still razor sharp like the day I bought it. And I'll tell you, I have been sawing limbs off for over 6 years. So fantastic, you gotta have it. I think this is way better than shears. You can cut anything and you can trim anything really quick and easy. So that's in my big pocket, quick easy reach. All right, down here I do have a small box call. Yep, another Primos wet box, another great call, nothing wrong with that. But I gotta say, after listening to Jason last year run his Phelps call, this Meat Eater X Phelps is a great call. Pretty cool in the back too, your link to the food chain. Well said. But there was one hunt that Jason Phelps and I were on that this bird didn't want to hear anything from me. Didn't matter what mouth call I used. And the second he scratched on this box call, that bird lit up and came in. Same was reversed though when I was hunting with him on a different hunt. And no matter what he did, the bird wouldn't listen to anything he did, would only come to my mouth call. So proof's in the pudding, you need more than one different type of call often. Some birds just want to hear a certain thing, so give it to them. So in comparison of size, this call fits really well in this pocket, no problem. This one, after playing around with it, we can get it in. It will go in. You can close up on it. But what you're going to have to do basically is just hook this in so that now you have that much holding it. Of course, I would reverse the handle so it's held better. But this is going to hold it just fine. It's not going anywhere. It would be pretty obvious if it were starting to fall out to the side. But you can slip it in one direction or the other. Doesn't matter. I think sideways is probably smarter. Gives you more to hold on to it. The next best choice would be to get a holster on the side. Alright, so that's emptied out in the front. I have no other goodies in here. So I got my knife on here. In the back. And really simple, easy to run your straw down for drinking. This really set up nice. I have 2 full liters of weight in here. It's super comfortable. I don't find any issues with it whatsoever. Alright, down inside the back pockets, I got my little tripod and stuff for hooking up the camera for getting shots and extension there. That fits in the back pocket. And I'm not going to take this out, but you can come and take a peek here. How easy 2 liters is fitting down inside of this gigantic pocket. It's not a problem. And both hooks line up nicely with it, so it's holding it nice and secure. Goes up, through, and out, no problems. And if you look down inside of this thing, I mean, that's 2 liters sitting in there. I still have tons of room on both sides for all kinds of stuff. Got some wipes down in there. I mean, put whatever you want that's going to be up against your back that's enjoyable, but you can put a couple sandwiches down in there, and you could have your whole lunch in there. It'll stay cool with the water. It's fantastic. And then you still got more pockets. On the side, I'm not running anything in here. I think on this one, oh yeah, snacks, protein bars. In the back pocket, in the very, very back of it, basically I have a medicine kit down in here. I have gauze pads, I have everything. I even got some bug stuff down in here. Stuff in case somebody gets ill out there in the woods. I mean, this pocket is just stuffed with everything you'd want. For sewing, I can sew you up, we can do whatever. But you know, folks, don't ignore the fact, on this pack especially, it's got a nice little pocket that just stays out of the way. You can load this up with everything you might need for whatever happens. Out in our woods, if you fall and roll, we got razors aiming up out of the ground, and you can stab yourself real quick and easy. So make sure you carry a good safety kit with you, so you can take care of other people that didn't bring it at least. Alright, pack dump. It fits good, it works good. That's everything I carry in mine. I don't think there's an issue here. Pretty simple, easy, good pack. I definitely recommend it. It fits me good. I think I'm going to run it this year and give it a good workout, and we'll see if anything falls apart. If you have any questions on it, you want to know more, go ahead and go look at Huntit's website. After you've seen this, I think you'll know most. But you can go read what they have about it as well and see what other equipment they're running. They're doing a lot of different interesting packs. They're breaking into it. I think we'll see if they continue to improve. I have a few suggestions I'll probably have by the end of the season. I think if I had to suggest anything on this, it would be nice if they made these straps thicker. And the pockets are fine. Maybe redesign the positions of them a little bit. But I mean, really, overall, great pack, well made, very comfortable to wear. I'll let you know more with a few videos in the woods when we start killing stuff. Anyway, more to come on more of this. Next time we're going to have videos going to be Tom's gun, my gun, coming out of the boxes, and we're gonna put them on paper. So we'll see you back out there soon. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you got what you need out of this. If not, shoot me some text, hit me up on Instagram if you want, or ask questions at the video. I'm happy to answer more about it. Have a good day. It's been fun.